teams are bringing the competition.
Can we win a stadium game without buying any items? Let's find out.
Welcome to the armory. What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
So the rules of this challenge are simple. We're not going to buy any items. We're only going to select powers.
Everyone could use a little help in the stadium. These are example builds picked by the pros to start our competitors off on the right foot.
So looking at the team compositions, we're up against a diva. That helps us out picking the power because it just means there's no orb builds really that are going to be possible. So we opt for Chain Grasp because that's going to effectively triple our damage in the late rounds when we can't enhance it through items. So my thoughts were that the first round is going to be pretty much the same as any other round. So we're really hoping to win some of these early ones and we're just going to fall off when it gets to the late game. So this first round especially is quite important to get onto the board. But we don't really need to be rich because, well, we're not buying anything. So the whole goal here is just to try and win the round. So pressuring out onto the diva, trying to use that Chain Grasp as much as possible. We can definitely feel the fact that we haven't got any survival items as the Junkrat takes us down there. So our team did get 15% on the point, but then the enemy team have recapped that. Just looking for an entry, waiting for the rest of our players to arrive. Trying to use that Chain Grasp as much as we can. Ryan's now pushing through. There's still a diva slightly behind. May's also pushing forward. We fire an orb over onto the point. Try and get Chain Grasp over onto the supports through the May. We have to fade back though, take the Mega, and our Ryan in a little bit of danger. We've taken a hit by the Junkrat and Kiriko finishes off with the headshot. Enemy team is now up to 62%. Our Lucio was chased by the diva a little bit, so we're just getting his health back up again. Genji's in the point. That's going to create an opening for us to go forward. Do manage to take down the Mercy with help from the Genji. Well, I say that the Genji did most of it. So May ult's now over onto the point and Diva's falling back. Try and save the Genji's life, but couldn't quite manage that. But a lot of low health players there. Diva uses bomb. We just fade that because we know the timing of it, especially in round 1 where it can't be altered. Coalescence now to save the Rhine. We do assist in taking down the Junkrat there. And just trying to pressure players back. There's the Diva. We try and bounce an orb to the Kiriko there, hoping that we could then Chain Grasp onto the Mercy. They kind of fell back, so we're just going to make our way back towards the point, trying to stay in a position where we can help the Reaper if needed. Now that there's a tire on the way, we fade back and we have to go all the way out because we don't want the Junkrat to get multi-kills. And we hear it detonated, so we can move forward. Ryan's quite low health here. Does use Shatter, which probably bought him some time. We didn't see who he actually shattered. So we fade to dodge the Diva and we happen to see our low health Lucio. So now we're trying to find a balance of healing and damage. Go for a squishier target because the Diva, we don't really dent that much. If we're using Chain Grasp, it doesn't really matter if we attack the Diva, but when we're not using Chain Grasp, we kind of want to avoid that. A lot of low health players there. We tried to Chain Grasp off of the Diva there, but players were out of range. So enemy team's making their way back onto the boy. The May wall blocks us from getting a touch. So enemy team, they've currently got it. Ryan's over onto the point, or at least trying to contest around there. We fade through, try and take out the Mercy. Mercy goes down, but we lose our Reaper in the process. We get taken out. Ryan's also low health, gets taken down. Our orb does kill a Junkrat at the end, but we don't need the money. And yeah, we've just run out of players. So the first round, going to the enemy team, we really missed not having that armored vest. Still got MVP though.
Let's have a look at our MVPs. 3, 2.
So going into round 2, there's nothing really to talk about because there's no items to buy. We're still on 0 items with just Chain Grasp as a power. We got up this side entrance because we're hoping that if any players come through there, we can use Chain Grasp on them. They don't, and we can hear their footsteps. Instead, we fire a damage orb over onto D, which is instantly 8 up. Try and do some damage, but this is where things start to get more difficult. Everybody else in this game is upgraded, but we are not. Mercy's flying through, try and chase her down, but we see Kiriko's there. Reaper's gone in though, so we move forward to try and support him, but he just gets instantly deleted. Bounce an orb off the wall, we can maybe use that later. Just attacking the Kiriko just because it was the only target available for us. We fade back, get stuck a little bit, but luckily Diva doesn't immediately chase us, but the May does. Walls off our escape, not that we were going anywhere anyway, and takes us down. So now we see our Lucio up top. under pressure from the D.Va. Similar situation to the first point, except now D.Va's isolated. Has 2 supports and a Rhine just wildly appears. That's the tank taken down. Our team's currently in the lead. Just trying to finish off this Mei now, who for some reason cancels our ice ball. And we make even more progress on the objective here. Try and get a bit of a chain grasp there, but the Kiriko was out of range. Junkrat jumps up the top. We spot the trap. Don't want our Rhine to get caught in it, so make sure that we take that down. I've got to worry about a couple of flanks. Chain grasp doing a lot of damage over onto the Kiriko. There's this Mei again. We already know that Mei hurts. Does block our way, but we fade over the wall. Trying to keep our Rhine alive with Coalescence here. He's gone behind the wall though, so we can't really help him. We hear the Reaper call for healing. We're going to have to focus a lot more on the Moira basics, so that does include applying a lot of heals to the team. If we had items at this point, we'd be doing less healing. So now enemy team's chance to move the bot a little bit. D.Va's chasing our Lucio, but I think was aware of our presence. So just going over to the choke point. We take a couple of hits, so we have to fade back. Try and keep our Lucio alive there, but they get taken down. Mei's isolated herself, but she's got Snowball to get out of it. Healing up our Reaper in the room. D.Va does eat the orb, so we don't get the heal as well. We could have delayed firing that for a little bit. Ryan is, however, easing some pressure on us, but Kiriko ult with a couple of headshots. Yeah. We go down again. Gotta hope it's a big blade from the Genji. Tires coming in. Who's it going to take out? Takes out the Genji. We still have 3 players over onto the point, and we still have the lead. So win the fight, win the round. Try and put some pressure up top, but again, out of range for the chain grasp. D.Va's point blank onto us. Reaper comes in. We're getting the kills, so things are going well for our team. D.Va bomb comes in. We've got fade, so it's not a problem. And we actually win a round. That's a good start, but we need a few more, and it's only going to get tougher. MVP again, though. Right, round 3, we've got to pick another power. And this is a bit tricky because what powers are going to work without items? Scientific Death Odd, potentially we fade through players, get our ultimates quicker. Precarious Potency, look, it makes our heal over time last longer. That sounds like quite a good option. Ethereal Excision, keep us alive a bit more. Phantasm's not going to work because we're against a D.Va. So I'm thinking Precarious Potency might be a good option because we're having to heal a lot anyway. Our damage is going to drop off. We're just playing like a regular Moira with fade, so we opt for Precarious Potency. We got no additional weapon power for it though, but just to give our team quick heals while we then in between the chain grafts, for example. So moving on to round 3 point. Hear the D.Va coming in. We also hear players up the top. We fire an orb up over onto a Junkrat. Mei hits us once, and as players are getting stronger, we see the trap. Yeah, we've got to respect their damage a bit more. As soon as we get fade, we're out of there. Fired a damage orb because I thought someone might be chasing the Rhine, but no one was. So now, one of the things that we're going to have to do in order to get enough value when we've got no items is be hyperactive. So I'm always looking to do something, like more so than normal. Normally I might have some downtime, but I really want to be putting out damage constantly to any players we can, or distracting them, or making them so they're not grouped as a full team of 5. Junkrat juggles us up in the air. We fade back. Still, we've got the Mercy and Junkrat here. Junkrat is chasing us still. Hits one, misses one, but then hits another one. And we get taken down. We do cap the objective though, which is awesome. Now my team did just say, Moira, you have to buy things, so it's round 3 before somebody's noticed. But we just didn't respond. So now just going for a flank. We don't want to eat that Junkrat spam. Or if they do decide to target us, we want to take that spam away from our team. Like healing by proxy kind of thing. God, we've got no damage against this Mercy ult. There's nothing we can do. I used the Coalescence to try and save players, but actually I should have saved it. So fade jump up top. We're just going to see if there's anybody to heal. Isolated Kiriko. We try and take her down. Now we have to fade back through. We've got the Lucio with us as well. Reaper does get taken down by the heal orb off the back wall so that we can maybe use it later. We do use it a little bit. D.Va didn't eat it. Taking quite a lot of spam. Our orb comes up. We heal orb forward. D.Va is on us, but we're doing an okay job with survival right now. In comes a blade. D.Va's chasing as well. Can we get anybody down here? He's trying to heal up the Rhine. I think Precarious Potency was the best choice. It does allow us to put out quite a lot of heals without doing a lot of healing, if you know what I mean. Fade the D.Va, so she just focuses on a different target. Got to worry for the next missile volley, so we're making sure that we're using the terrain around us. Heal forward, might hit some of the team, would activate Chain Grasp, but no one was there, and we were also trying to heal players. So Ryan goes for the pin on the D.Va, but misses it. Junkrat takes down our Genji with a tire yet again. Try and heal the Reaper. We've got to respect the damage. We've got no form of damage reductions, which is kind of painful. We have to fade away from the Mei, right out the point as well, because if she keeps on rolling, she could probably kill us there. Now we've got our ult. Our ult is one of the things which is still reasonably good. Trying to take down the Junkrat, we do so. Kiriko's there as well. Fade goes underneath, but teleports up top. We take her down as well. Just a Mei on the point, bouncing our Rhine around. Rhine is not pushed off of the objective, so combination of Reaper and Rhine there, taking down the players. And now, are the enemy team going to be able to get in the point in time? We can see that the D.Va's positioned herself to go out there, so we just want to put as much damage on them as possible. As they go through, in onto the point. D.Va does get the touch along with Mercy, so it looks like we've got another team fight here. However, everybody just pushes and forces the players off of the point.
2-1.
We go up 2-1.
I can hardly believe my optics when I see stats like these.
No MVP this time. So round 4, no items. Someone says losing to a Moira without items is crazy. I think the rest of the team have noticed now. But yeah, nothing to buy here.
The time for preparations is almost up.
So the round's about to start and everybody else is getting more powerful, but we are staying the same. This is surely going to get really tough now. Someone's saying Moira's got the most busted kit. I mean, I don't have anything to say about that. Right, so our orb gets immediately eaten, but that allows Chain Grasp to kick in still, so we do get some damage output. Got to fade back. We tried to heal the Rhine, but the Rhine's gone off flying. Chain Grasp does take down the Mei. Now we're chasing the Mercy. We wanted to block the health pack. We've got no health missing though, so if she just went straight for it, then yeah, she would have taken it. Ryan's charged out the point. There's now 3 players on the point. Me and Ryan on here. Kiriko clone gets taken down. We have to fade to the Mega. We're using everything we can to just stay alive. Kiriko's here as well. D.Va behind us. We maybe could have faded. Was waiting for the Kiriko to teleport first. So, our team do still manage to take the point. Enemy team's got 32%. Mei's behind there at the moment. Want to stay around because she could potentially get, say, our Lucio stuck or pinned against the wall with the snowball. She walls off herself though, but appears in front of us. And we take her down with the orb. So catching up with the enemy team on objective time. Great shatter from our Rhine. We're relying on Chain Grasp to take players out. Coalescence, finish them off. Got the D.Va bomb there as well. We fade that. We make sure that we fade through and kill the Mercy. No res options available to them. We use a couple of ults. We're coming up to 50%. Junkrat spam comes in. We take a hit. Make sure that we kill the trap. We're still pushing for. Remember, I said we want to be as active as possible. Mei does wall us off, but we just do a little fade jump over there. We are low health. The beat kind of saves us. We try and now get out of the Mei. The Rhine is blocking all the damage onto us. We try and bounce an orb back and forth. We got booped out there by the D.Va, and with no tankiness, yeah, we just get taken down. So enemy team has the point now, but we got up to 87%. Ryan pushing through over onto the D.Va. In comes Kitsune Rush from the Kiriko. Junkrat now, we've got a lot of damage over onto him. Can Genji finish him off for us? No, yes, he can. D.Va's now pushing us very low on the mech. We take and deny the Mega from the D.Va. Damage orb now over onto the baby D.Va. Teams, looks like we're winning the point here. Is anybody going to be able to get through and get a touch onto us? Ryan shattering over near spawn. And we take the round. We go up 3-1, but we're still expecting it to get more difficult.
Let's have a look at our MVPs.
Right. It's new power time. well, when the game loads. So we got 44,000 cash that we can't spend. What power do you pick here? So empowering you would work. Weirdly enough, we've got no items. It doesn't scare with anything. It would be quite a good one, but we're already on Chain Grasp. Void Hoppers would be quite decent. Our health goes up a little bit just because we've earned money, and that makes your health go up. Destruction's Divide. Well, we said earlier that our Coalescence was one of the strong parts of our kit that maybe we could utilize. And so, yeah, we pick Destruction's Divide to go for bigger ults for both healing and damage. It's probably one of the best ones. I mean, Ethereal Excision could have kept us alive a bit more, but it's not really going to enhance us that much. So, Faye jump up top to join the Rhine. We set up a little heal orb zone out of Fence Matrix view of the D.Va. Mei cuts me off from the Rhine with a wall. It's not really going to matter. Rhine drops down. So now we're just trying to heal and get Chain Grasp as usual. We attack the Mercy, but she's got armor now, and that's... God, it's like fighting a Torbjorn in the regular game. Reaper saying needs healing, but we're trying to also get some survival because Mei's little blizzard effect on the snowball, or the ice ball, is hurting us quite a lot. So Chain Grasp is doing very little to the enemy team, especially that Mercy. So just put some pressure over onto the Mei. We nearly messed the fade out of there. As the Mei pushes back our tank, Kiriko teleports forward. We've got a freeze on us as well. We opt to fade back behind. Coalescence versus Baby D.Va. Surely we can win that. Let's see that again. I mean, she just deleted us. Like a few blaster shots. She's got some power on her. And yeah, there goes our buffed ultimate. But we are still in the lead, keeping up that constant pressure. Also, it helps. Like we can't deny that we've got some capable teammates with us. We fade away, try and escape the D.Va. We hear those boosters, so we try and hug the wall, try and get a healing orb bounced, just so we can survive. We may need to fade back with 10 health remaining. We want to tank as much as we can, because if we fade too early, the D.Va will just be on a new target. So we want to make sure that we're using our health and getting the maximum value out of it. Chain Grasp now over onto the supports. In comes the blade as well. We get walled off. Now we're attacking Baby D.Va. We get her this time. Mercy flying around. We're trying to save. We've got to try and hope that we dodge some of this Junkrat spam. We're not looking at it, so it's not really skill, but a bit of luck, as now we go close over to the Junkrat. Oh, we get bounced up in the air. Mercy is low health, though. This constant pressure from us. Can we actually take her down? Chain Grasp coming in. In comes Suzu. Ryan's getting very low, does get booped back. We've got to watch out for the D.Va bomb. Fade that. It's still the regular timing because she hasn't got any powers for it. There's now our team making more progress. We nearly get the first checkpoint. It would be really nice if we can get a few meters over that. There's Junkrat's going for a flank. We've got a Coalescence. This time it's buff damage. It's still kind of weak though, especially if any healing comes in. It's got a beat in there as well. We try and attack the Mercy with a Coalescence. Heal players if we need to. I mean, we don't really get that much success. Now we're attacking Kiriko clone, but hey, look, we're still making progress on the objective that the enemy team still needs to be able to do. Fade over to heal the Rhine up. As our Reaper does get taken down, we've got to back off because the Riptire, who's the Riptire going for? We've got to try and heal our Lucio, who's getting chased down by the Mercy and D.Va. We do keep our Lucio alive, but at what cost? Ryan goes down, Genji goes down, and we've got no choice but to retreat from this one. But enemy team have still got a lot of work to do. So we've got our Reaper out front. We take a big hit from the Junkrat fill, but that's no problem because we've got a heal orb. Take another one there. It really does help having 317 health though. Yeah, our Lucio's having to run away from the Mei underground, but now she's over onto us. Try and dodge a little bit, but Junkrat spam comes in and hits us. How are the team doing? I mean, in comes Blade now. Can he get any of the supports down? It'd be massive if Genji can get the Mercy here. He's got actually loads of players on low health. Does take down Junkrat. As we spawn now to try and catch up with our team. That's me believing that we're going to win this fight. Especially when we've just hit them with Shatter. Damage orb coming in. Chain Grasp effect. Lucio's in trouble. We try to heal, but we get pressured out by the D.Va. Right now pinning over onto the D.Va, but Mercy's got her ult. We've got to use ours. Purely healing right here. We're not really using damage. We opt to it then just to see if we could get a kill, but it doesn't look like we can. We're using this healing for the self-heal as well. Fade away with 18 health. Damage orb forward. Junkrat spams us out though and takes us down. But it looks like my team maybe are going to be able to do this. Are we actually going to be able to win a game without any powers? Genji comes in, gets the final kill over onto the D.Va. And the first attempt at it is a success. No items needed. Now, the question is, can we do it without powers? So, look, we won that game. Thought, why don't we try playing it with only items this time? So we're in a new game. No powers allowed. So now there's actually some build considerations.
Everyone could use a little help in the stadium.
Now, yeah, Armored Vest. Armored Vest is kind of essential, like whether you've got powers or not, because Moira is a 225 health hero. Here I want to see like a bit of the map. I want to see the team compositions. So up against Sigma, unfortunately we've got no Chain Grasp this time. Mei, Ashe, and annoyingly Mercy Lucio's healing scales like crazy. So I opted for attack speed and weapon power to go with it. So we're hoping to get some early victories here. Guys, just remember also, if you like the video and want to see more of them, please hit the like button and subscribe. So we're going into this first round now. Ryan takes a hit, gets pushed down the little hole, trying to keep players alive, but now we're in line of sight. And we've got, yeah, all of the items that we normally have, but no Phantasm or Chain Grasp or Cross Orbal. So, I mean, we're most of our kit. We're just missing a bit of it. Question is, are we going to be able to get enough money without the powers to then actually buy good items? So we're getting shot at, but we'll try and tank a little bit. Messed up the little fade jump there. Heal orb bounce back and forth. Ryan does get taken down. Ashe also juggling us, and Lucio jumps in to finish us off. So, next life. Enemy team up to 10% on the objective. Oh, we take some big hits. Only 3 health remaining. As our Kiriko does get taken down as well. We're trying to get healing on the Reaper, but we can't because somebody else has got line of sight of us. Tried to finish off the Lucio. Unable to do that. Sigma Rock comes in against our Rhine shield. Try and stay here for a little bit, get more damage. But yeah, we're ultimately forced back. Can't get over to the soldier. He does have a heal station. This time we fade the rock. Still can't really do much to help the soldier out. Both of our DPS get taken down at the time that we go for this, so we try and fade through behind them. Go on to the point, and we're hoping that some players turn around and it eases the pressure on our tank, but didn't work. That's fine. Enemy team up to 80% now. It's going to be the last fight. Mei walls off our Rhine, but our team breaks one of the middle columns of it. Try and do some damage over onto the Mei. Heal orb, come in, try and save Rhine. Doesn't work. We're going to have to go to the point again. So this time it's a Reaper and myself. I can bounce an orb over onto the enemy team here. We fade through. We've got one down. Great play by Reaper, but a flying Lucio comes in to finish us off yet again. I feel like this Lucio is going to be a big problem this game. Any touches. Mei's walled us off. And even though we had the soldier ult at the end, it wasn't enough. We did get MVP. That's going to really help with the items considering we've got no powers. Right. Round 2, items. So I thought to myself, look, I'm going to go for kind of like the Chain Grasp build. I was looking at some of these options, maybe going Amari's Antidote just for healing. Then I thought, you know what? Even though it's 15% weapon power and then 15% increased weapon healing when they're below 50, I felt like with the money I've got, I could probably buy just more weapon power on its own without that. So getting Amari's Antidote first wouldn't be the best idea. Plus, having other items is going to help with damage. Just a quick check of the map there. So go for Shield Buster, Advanced, and look, 399 cash like remaining. So we end up getting Aftermarket Firing Pin because that costs 3750. It's got a whole bunch of attack speed, weapon power, bit of movement speed, and still Armored Vest. So similar to Chain Grasp build, except it doesn't chain. So Lucio comes in very aggressive. We managed to pressure him back, nearly take him out actually. As we're taking this slight off angle, Lucio does try and bite on the bait there as we get more damage onto him, but Mercy's healing. Our team are getting a little bit low here, so we're going to fade back behind, try and heal up the Reaper. Flat bounced orb for both myself and the Reaper to use, as then we go and grasp heal the Rhine. Team's moving forward, we've got to fade the Dynamite. Make sure that we cleanse that burn. Taking a big hit from Ashe, so back behind the wall. 26 health on us remaining though. If those shots from the Lucio hit, I think we would have been dead. So Lucio pressures us, but we take him down. We've got a fade because of the dynamite ringing. Oh. Ryan's gone back. I tried to bounce that wall, that orb off of the wall so it would heal the Ryan, but it didn't quite make it as we fade jump up top. And we rotate and get round to the Ryan in time. It was unfortunate. We've used our ultimate here though. So we're just going to go towards the point, but there's way too many players, so we opt to change direction instead and try and focus the isolated Ashe. He wasn't that isolated as we fade round, take the Mega, but we get set on fire again. Timing, or should I say rhythmic, dodging the Ashe, but there was a Bob behind us as well. Ashe on 1 health and Reaper does take her down. Our team actually winning the fight? Seems like they did. So now it's just a Sigma we've got to deal with, but we're trying to make some objective progress. That's unfortunate. Reaper got hit by the rock there and killed before we were in range to really heal it. And now we fade jump in the middle of the enemy team. Not the best fade location choice there, but... Oh, and Kiriko needs to be able to TP out, but she does get taken down by an Ashe Dynamite. Sigma's pushed really far forward, though. Soldier does get taken down. Ryan's also taken down. Are we going to go and try and stall the point? Try and fade jump up top, actually, and that didn't work. So we're going to flat bounce an orb. Got to be careful with fighting Sigma in a location like this, because all of his abilities are going to bounce off the walls. Or his weapon, actually, I say. And wow, yeah, we just get absolutely crushed again. So Ryan got froze. There wasn't that much we can do. We try and take down the Lucio. We jump in front of him this time. We should surely win this fight. Oh, no. Reaper and I lose to the Ashe and Lucio. So now we're in overtime. We've got so much distance still to push. We really don't want to go 2 rounds down. But we don't have as bad of a scaling problem as when we weren't allowed items. We just don't get some of the power spikes. So May was low, Soldier takes them down. We focus the Mercy now. Mercy gets taken out. Fade round to deny the Mega and take it ourselves. Reaper does a same place teleport. We try and heal him up, but we don't have really enough heals for him. Because now we've still got to push it to checkpoint. The bot's going to freeze there for a second before we can move it any further. So there could be a long fight or a couple of fights still to play. Go up top to put pressure on this Ashe, who would be comfortable just sitting there sniping. We just want to make sure that's not the case. Bounce the orb over onto her. We fade back so that we don't take another shot. And then try and join up with the rest of my team while they're still in spawn. Lucio does go down. There's a lot of dynamites on point. I don't want to get hit by them, but we nearly lost. We nearly C9 the point then. Made sure to fade to it on time. And now there's a May ult on the point. The Mega's not there. We've got to wait for it for a second. We've got to be aware of the overtime as well. More dynamites that we need to dodge, so we need to rotate. But we did take the lead, and so it was the enemy team who needed a touch. And they didn't get it. MVP! A lot of money as well. 18k. It's going to be some nice items for us.
Time for the teams to gear up.
So, Phantasmic Flux. Survivability. We still have 8k, so we've got some options. We've only got 1 item slot unless we sell the Armored Vest. Then that allows us to buy 2 like 4k items. Alternatively, we could opt for one of the larger items. So I'm just looking at the enemy team comps and the map and stuff. So I sell Shield Buster, I believe. And then yeah, just having a look at what they are running as to what we're actually going to get. So we pick Weapon Jammer. And then, yeah, I mean, we've got 2,500. Frenzy Amplifier sounds like a good idea. Give us some move speed if we get a kill. And also attack speed, of course. It's just we're trying to make up for the fact that we haven't got Chain Grasp, right? So we want to be a little bit more squishy. Phantasmic Flux helps keep us alive anyway quite well. Ashe didn't detonate the dynamite. Fade just so that we stay active, right? So we were booped off of the ledge, and if we didn't fade there, then we wouldn't be able to join in with a fight. We'd have to like run all the way around. Mercy gets taken down, and Reaper and Soldier doing a great job clearing up. I was hoping it was going to be an Ashe, but it turns out it's a May. And I fade back earlier than normal because I didn't really want to get walled off So now trying to get some pressure now onto the Ashe, see if we can pick one off. The whole team's there. So quick heal over times onto my team, and then we flank up top. Heal up the Reaper as well. And now here's a target that we can attack. We bounce an orb, we look for a player, but we only find Sigma there. Mercy's floating down at the back, getting very, very weak. We do take her out. Mercy now, sorry, May now over onto the point. We've got Lucio booping us around. Try and fade jump up top, it didn't work, so we had to abandon direction there. As Lucio tries to chase us, got a coalescence now. Players isolated at the back. Or should I say low health. May actually walled off their own Sigma there. And we jump up top looking for them, but then we realise actually the Lucio's already dead over there. Is it Lucio or someone? I saw a player go over there. Can the enemy team get a touch in time? Reaper ulting outside their spawn. And we take another round.
2-1.
I tell you what though, we're really missing the powers, even though we're getting MVPs. Missing the powers, and yeah, it's only going to get worse.
It's time for the teams to
right, round 4. So, sell the greens. I have the spider. The money worked out perfectly for it. My team have finally noticed in round 4 that we've got no powers. Took them long enough. It's amazing how long it takes people to say anything about it. It's like people aren't checking builds. You should really be checking your team's builds and your enemy.
The arena is calling.
So,
teams have 20 seconds left.
yeah, I
3, 2,
actually forgot what items I bought there.
capture the objective.
Maybe change Eye of the Spider. You guys will see in the video. Maybe I have to rewind. Might have gone for something like Weapon Jammer and Wrist Wraps instead. Just as I felt like it would be more economical. If I remember correctly, that's what we went. Right, fade up top behind. We get a vantage point over onto the Mercy and the Ashe. Take the Mercy down first. Ashe is there. Surely going down here unless she hits some heroic shots. Now Reaper's dueling the Sigma. We arrive, so does Kiriko. Not going to work out well for you here. So we captured the first point. So now, going up for a little flank. I do this with Chain Grasp a lot because it damages players, but we're just going to do it without Chain Grasp. So we hear players, and what this can sometimes do is half their team ends up pushing towards the point and getting killed by the team, and some of them turn around to deal with me. There's a Mega right next to us that we can always take. Mercy's rezzing. As we fade jump up top, bounce an orb over there. Get that vantage point again. We have to walk down here. I fade to cleanse the burn, but I faded into all of the rest of the dynamites from the Ashe, which is unfortunate. So we still have the point, but it looks like the enemy team are capping it out. We take down the Ashe. I thought Lucio was going to be behind me, but it turns out it was our Kiriko. So now we're going to fade this rock, go back to our team. Lucio seems like wants to chase a little bit, so make sure we do some damage. Now the rest of our team are here. So we take a slight off angle. Sigma's noticed us and is spamming. We don't want to go in there with Sigma's bouncing attacks. So now jump over to the other side. Sigma ult comes in. We were looking for the Mercy. Now we realise that quite a few of our team got caught in it, so we've aborted the flank. We went straight away to heal our team. Resume it with the End of Cold because it's a very long ultimate, and the Sigma just runs us down after the Lucio beat comes onto him. Enemy team up to 50% now. We've just lost our tank. So we need to win this fight. There may or may not be time for another one. So Sigma hits us with a few shots, but we're trying to take the fire away from our team. Similar play to last time. There won't be a Sigma ult this time. So we make sure that we've got a different angle. In comes a May ult as well. Try and heal up the Reaper. Mercy flies past us. We fade into the corner just out of sight of the Mercy ult. Take down the Ashe. The May gets pushed out to the point. So fighting Sigma, trying to help our Reaper again. Reaper goes very low. Sigma's also low. Attacking the May, who doesn't have an ice block. Now we cap the point. Enemy team on 99% and we've got 75. So I go up to their spawn, and what I want to do is just make it so that they don't all rush towards the point. So we got really aggressive to the spawn, and then we go over to the side. See, even that Ashe has delayed her trip to the point, just even by a fraction of a second, but we got booped off the map. If they touch this, this is going to be really bad for us. Bob runs in overtime. They've also got the Sigma ult. Reaper long range shooting the Mercy does actually take her down. Our team seemed to have survived the Sigma ult quite well. And yeah, great play from our tank, soldier and Reaper there to win the round after my catastrophic misjudgment. No MVP, and to be honest, we didn't deserve it. So, going into round 5, this is where everybody else in the game is going to get a power spike, but we do not. So, this time, we just opted to get booster jets. The money worked out, so add a load more attack speed and a bit of movement speed. Now we start round 5. It's a bit of an awkward map to play, like from where I find. I'm sure some people love it, but I find this start is pretty frustrating. So we fire an orb, it doesn't matter. We have about getting closer because, again, no chain grasp. And we push up knowing that we can always fade backwards. Sigma putting some pressure onto us. Lucio groups us. We've still got that fade. We hold it for as long as possible. Now try and heal up our team a little bit. Ryan's getting pretty low and his shield's low, but we've run out of resources, so we go in there and then I don't really want to stay in there in case we get walled off. So Lucio pushes out, we get a bit of damage onto him. Mercy was amping at the time. His dynamite's nearby, but Ashe is still pretty squishy. And we've got quite a lot of damage on our items. 2 players getting chased by the Mei. We try and heal them up as best as we can. We've got that extra weapon power, which really helps us do that. Now the Sigma up top, we fade through, punch the Sigma, and yeah, we teabagged. And if you guys are wondering why I teabagged that Sigma there, well, earlier they said they made a game mode where Arcs can win. And so, yeah, we just need a bit of revenge. You know how it works. So now we use our Coalescence, try and save our Ryan. Also put some damage. We've made good progression on the objective here. Sigma's gonna maybe eat that ball, I'm not sure. The Mei pushes us down and our Ryan is isolated at the back. Actually, it's good that the Kiriko teleported in there. Now we're trying to use Kitsune to get as many kills as we can with our loads of weapon power and attack speed. We're just cleaning up players here. Attack the Sigma again. And yeah, that was all the Kitsune. So now, still a minute left, but we're getting really close to the end. If we win this, we win the game. So just get the fences out of the way because we don't know those to block our grasp. Ashe fires a dynamite over onto the point, pressure her back. Bob misses us, which is good. Lucio tries to creep us out. We're still playing around the spawn, trying to get as many players distracted as we can. Rhythmic dodging the Ashe works a little bit, but now that she's back in spawn, we try and capitalize on that advantage. Mail comes in, Mercy's so low health, just attacking her, take her out, but wow, there's so many players just collapsing over onto us. And Sigma also takes down the Reaper. So 40 seconds remaining. We've got a big objective lead here. But the question is, can we convert it to a win? So coming out of the spawn now, Sigma was firing a few shots but hasn't peeked through the door, so we're going to assume that they're not coming that way. Fire an orb through over onto the enemy team. Sigma comes in, Shatter comes in, we try and take her out, take down the Ashe. But our Rhine does go down, Rock hits us while we're in Coalescence, which cancels it out. But the Lucio also bouncing us around, I think they lost track of us here. It's got a heal orb bouncing on us as well. We've got to try and save the Reaper since we haven't got a tank. Reaper's getting chased by the main. Mercy's also there. We fire a damage orb. We're trying to finish off that Mercy because if we get her down, that's going to be really good for us. Reaper did a good job of surviving for as long as he did. But enemy team's making some progress. There's a Bob there, otherwise I might have peeked out through there. Probably shouldn't have used Fade, but we've got another Kitsune and we know how much that helps us with damage. We've just got to be able to survive with it as well. As we take down the Mercy, trying to fight the Lucio. Lucio does go down as well. This is looking really good for us. Fade jump up top so that there's just a little bit less damage that we're going to take. Kiriko also TPs over towards us. We're taking down players. Sigma ult comes. We fade that, but Orion's stuck in it. But we do manage to take down the Sigma with help of Soldier 76. On the point, Mei gets taken down. Coalescence not needed. And it's all over. So yeah, we did manage to win. Powers not needed. Challenging games, I might add though. Don't try this at home. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And, oh, we also got play of the game. Let's watch this. But guys, I'll see you next time.